This is LEGO 6090, the Royal Knights Castle. This set has a whopping 764 pieces total, and it came out in 1995, and it's part of the Castle series. So in this set we've got the castle with all the pieces that are in great condition. All of them are here, and there are some extras. We've got, in my opinion, we have instructions that are in okay to good condition, and then we have a box that is in poor to fair condition, or poor to okay condition. So, I'll talk about those first, but one of the things that I wanted to point out is that, as you can see on all of the shields and the flags, there's a lion logo in this set. So, the lion logo is like the enemy of the other set that we've done a video on, the Night Lord's Castle, LEGO 6097. And although that one's not for sale anymore, I just wanted to point out that in this castle, there's an area for prisoners with the Bat Castle, or the Night Lord's Castle, and then in the Night Lord's Castle, they've taken prisoner one of the knights that comes from this lion castle. So, after all that explaining, let's take a closer look at the box instructions, and then we'll take a closer look at the set. So here are the instructions for LEGO 6090. And the reason I said they're in okay or fair to good condition is because when you look at the front and when you look at the back, they both do look a little rough. But the good news is, when you open the cover, you see there are some tears, but there has been no taping involved in here. And there's some that's ripped out here. But when you go on to the next page, there are no more tears in the rest of it, and it looks like it's in very nice condition. Very easy to read and colorful, too. So there are the instructions. I'll get those out of the way. And then here's the box. So the top doesn't look too bad, but I said it was in poor to fair condition, or poor to okay condition, because the top of it, as you can see, is very nice, very smooth, and not too many scratches or chips off of it, like from the original coloring on the front. But when you look below it, you can see that there is a lot of ripping under it. So, again, you can tape it if you'd like, which would make it a lot easier to keep together, but there is no taping. And I'll just flip this box over quickly and show you why I don't think that the bottom looks the best. So, as you can see, the condition isn't the best, but the box is still included, and there's only really one corner. This corner's not connected, nor are those two. This one's connected, and I think it is pretty cool that it still comes with the original plastic, but, yeah, so the box and instructions are included, and they're in pretty good condition, and even if they're not, they still work. So there are the box and instructions. And here is the castle. So, as I said earlier, this castle is from 1995, and it has 764 pieces total in it. That includes pieces from the minifigures. And there are a lot of rare printed pieces in this set, so I'll point those out before we start looking at the really cool features that you get in this set. So, as you can see, we have a bunch of these rounded or oval-shaped shields. And then there are some of the three-sided shields, or the more triangular ones, although they aren't really triangular. And then you've got the big, I believe this is 5x7 flag of the lion here. And then on the back, there is the 2x5 lion flag. And another one of the things that is included is you have 3 sections of string cord thin, as it's called. So as you can see up here, we've got some doors which open, leading to portcullis, or the gate. So on the back here, we've got string that connects, and then you pull that up, and you can see as I'm pulling, then that's going up too. And then when you let it down, it goes back down. So it's very simple, and all the strings are the correct amount. So you get 3 of those. I've showed you the first one. The second one is right over here. You can see it's hanging out the back. That doesn't actually connect to anything. But once you open the doors, you might get an unwanted surprise. So when you pull this, then you see a skeleton that pops up. Then you have to put him back like that. But it's very cool how they just include little traps like that. And then the third use of string is right over here. So I'm going to pause it for a minute, and then I'm going to show you. Okay, so as you can see, right up here we've got the king's throne with the mat or the rug in front of him where people can come to talk to him. And then under that we've got this drawbridge right here. So right here is the reel that you use. And then sometimes you have to coax it a little to go down, but then you can see it goes down once you spin. And then when you spin the opposite way, as you can see, it starts to go up. So how this works is there is string connected to here, and then it goes and is connected through this and up into there, through that brick right there. So there's the third use of string. Now let's get on to the other cool parts included in this set. So right above where the drawbridge is, we've got the king's throne and his throne room. So there's a little yellow goblet here, and then there's a place where people can come to talk to the king. Now, you might have seen, although you probably didn't, there's a little piece right there. It's called a bushing. And what that does is if there's someone the king doesn't want to talk to, he can just, drop them through the floor. So how this works is when this piece comes back up, you push this through, and then it holds the floor up. But when you pull, and as you can see, it goes down. So let's get to the next cool feature that's included in this set. So one of the next ways to enter into the castle is through these stairs right here. But as you can see, when you look up, there's no way to get through. But fear not, because if you actually want to get into the castle, then you will be able to. So as you can see, there's just a nice little hinge that pulls up there, and then you can get into the castle through the stairs. So after that, then you can see that right here there is a catapult. So you can use some of this ammo here that fits perfectly right into the catapult. And then, boom! As you can see, it's been launched. So that's one of the next cool features, and now I'll show you the next one. So you probably haven't seen this yet, but this is the back view of the castle. You can see the gate right there. Then you can also see that there are these little things right here. And there are these crossbows. So I'm not really sure what these are, but yet they move, so there you are. And this one has the string that goes through it. And then here are the crossbows here. So as you can see, they turn, and then if you put a Lego minifigure there, you could pretend that they're firing. So next, we've got this guy who's coming down this ramp here. And there are some hinges that are used. And what they do is they create the ramp effect. I'll take this guy off for now. But then you can take this, or move this up, and see that right down here is the prison, where the Lion Castle takes other prisoners. So let's take a look at the last 2 special things about this castle. So as you can see right here, we've got the gate, but this is one of the tallest parts of the Royal Knights Castle. And up on the next level, you don't have much going on. But as you can see, there are some really cool parts that show you how it actually works here. So there's the string where you can pull right here, and then the string gets more tight or taut, and then goes back down there. And then these, which have a groove in the middle, these taller bricks, I believe they're 1 by 2 by 6, or maybe 2 by 2 by 6, but they they're the groove that the gate goes through. So then finally up here, we've got the treasure. So just like if you watched the other video, the Night Lord's castle, they have treasure up in the highest part of their castle too. And then in the Royal Knight's castle, when you pull up this, you can see that they've got some treasure in there. They've got, it's kind of hard to see, but they've got 2 red dots and 2 yellow dots, which are their coins or something like that. Now let's take a look at the final special feature of this castle. So up front, we've got the main doors that go into the main entrance to the castle, but then we've also got these side doors. And you might be wondering, well, they've got a nice roof here. What's in them? So, the answer is very simple. As you open them, you might be greeted by something scary, like a ghost. So, the ghost is a very cool Lego minifigure. I'll take a minute to get him out. So here's the ghost right here, and he's very cool because when you take off his top part, like the claws, you can see that he doesn't really have legs, and he also has a black head in there with a white shirt on. So here he is, and as you can see, this part just slips on right over the top, making a nice little ghost. So you can place him in other parts of the castle also to scare people. And so there you are. You have the Royal Knight's Castle. A very, very intricate set with many moving parts and some string included. A lot of printed pieces and some stickers. So, as you can see, this set is very, very nice. And with 764 pieces, it's very grand as a creation also. So, this is, again, the Royal Knight's Castle, and thank you for watching.